Do you want to make a fun do-it-yourself oil mason jar lamp? Stay tuned and I'll show you how. Hi, I'm Sherry and this is Buddy, top dog of Lucky Dog Creations. Hello friends, today I'm going to be doing a very short but controversial DIY. And the reason why I say it's controversial is I'm going to be doing an oil lamp made in mason jars. Now, the ingredients are going to be water and oil and essential oil. And the reason why a lot of people disagree with these, it's because it is mostly water with a little bit of oil on top. If you want a functioning oil lamp to have, instead of lighting, then this is not the one for you. This is more decorative, to light for a few minutes, to just enjoy the glow of it. So I do realize it is not an oil lamp per se, but it is a fun project and it will look really, really pretty. The other thing is the wick that I use is just going to be a floating wick. They are just a little tiny wick, and that's not going to last very long. So if you want something that's going to burn a long time, again, this project is not for you. With that being said, let's get started, shall we? The first thing that you're going to need is a mason jar. This one is a pint jar, and I probably should have got the quart jar so it has more room to put the stuff that you want inside it. I saw a video that used fruit slices in theirs, and it looks really pretty, and if you added the essential oils, it would be wonderful. The bad part of it is that it is fruit and it will rot, and if you put it in water, it would need to be removed within 24 hours. And with the ones that I'm using, you can let them stay in there for quite a while. You would just have to replace oil and the wicks. You could leave the things still in there, or you could take them out and make something new. It's not a done deal. You can mix and match. You can change it whenever you would like. So after you get your mason jar, then you need to decide what you want to put in it. And with this first one here, I put some fake flowers. I just took some fake flowers and wire cutters and cut off the piece that I would like. With the second one, I have a pine cone and some pine needles. I've had to find a pine cone that fit in the jar. And again, I took a pine branch and used my wire cutters and got the size that I wanted. And the last one, I put a cute little burlap ribbon on it. And the last one, I just got these like glass rocks, and I used a smaller one to show you that you don't have to have a certain size mason jar. And then you'll take some water, and I'm using distilled water, so it doesn't have any impurities in it. And then just pour that in there. Up to the lip there. And then you can reach in and move your plant around or whatever you put in there. And then I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And since this has got some really pretty flowers, I'm going to add cherry blossom. And I'm going to add about 10 to 15 drops. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the oil. Okay, 15 drops. And give that a little bit of a stir there, mix it all up. And my flour, may have to cut my flour a little bit, it's floating up. And then go ahead and put that in there. And oil and water does not mix, so the oil will float on top. And then we put one of the floating wicks on there. And as I said, it's very small wick. It won't last very long. You can always replace that whenever it burns down. And then just stick that on top. It will float because it's on the oil. And I'll get my lighter, which is childproof, so I always fight with it to get it to work. And there you have it. Let me turn off the light so you can see it a little bit. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, like I said, this is more or less just for decorative purposes, not functionality, but it is very, very pretty. So for the next one is going to be the pine needle one. Again, we're going to add the water. Things like to float so they don't look quite as nice as when they do before you add the water. Up to the lip and move things around a little bit here. And I cut him down just a little bit so he wasn't sticking up since he was floating. Again, I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and some pine needle essential oil, and I'm going to do 15 drops of that. Use the other side of my stir stick and stir that up. And pour that on there. And again, it will float to the top. Put one of my floating discs there. And we'll try this again. Now it smells really, really good. And there you have it. And the good thing about these is when you're not using them, you can go ahead and put on the lid. And then when you get ready to light it again, just take the lid off. I love this one. And the last one is small, but I think it will be a fun one to do. So I'll go ahead and add the water. At least the rocks stay on the bottom so they're not floating, which I think is a plus. And then I'm only going to be doing 1 tablespoon of oil since it is a smaller jar. And then I think this is going to be fun, what goes good with rocks, but dirt. So I'm going to make this one a dirt smelling one. And I'm going to go ahead and add the 15 drops to that. I've never tried this dirt essential oil before. I'm excited. I've got a new stir stick and stir that up. And then go ahead and pour that. It will float on the top. And put my floating wick. I got these at through Amazon. And again, my childproof lighter. And I am not, need to get a child to show me how to do it, I guess. Oh, it really smells like dirt. I like this one as well. And there you have it. 3 different ways to make a fun oil lamp that's good for decoration, and you know, you don't want to try using it if the lights go out for any length of time, because the little wick's not going to last very long. The oil's not going to last very long. It's just decorative, but fun to make. If you like this video, please subscribe. Hit the little bell so you can get notices of my future videos. Thumbs up, thumbs down, comments and suggestions are always welcome. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.